Imagine you're crafting your team of the season so far. Picking the perfect player for each position can be a real head scratcher, given the extraordinary level at which so many are playing. Take the striker position for instance. Choosing between Harry Kane or Erling Haaland is not an easy feat, not to mention other stellar contenders like Victor Boniface, Sarel Garusi, Ollie Watkins and many others. But let's zero in on the right back slot. Chances are a whopping 99% of you are thinking one name and one name only, that being Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now here's where the plot thickens. Trent isn't just the best right back out there, he's swiftly climbing up the ranks to be hailed as one of the world's best players this season. Curious how someone perceived as the weak link in Liverpool's team last season, embroiled in controversy and critique, has transcended to global acclaim. Get ready to find out. Smash that like button and subscribe buttons and ring the notification bell. We're about to take the deep dive into Trent Alexander-Arnold's phenomenal performances. But Trent can't defend, he's always caught out of position, leaving Liverpool vulnerable. Let's start by busting this myth wide open. Consider last season, Liverpool let in 47 goals in the league, the highest since their 8th place finish in 2015-16. As a member of the backline four, fingers were quick to point at Trent, blaming his defensive skills for the Reds' leaky defense. But hold on, it's a misconception to solely pin this on his defensive abilities. The real crux of Liverpool's problems lay in the midfield. Klopp's chosen trio, regardless of the lineup, was overrun by the majority of their opponents. They failed to cover space or shield the backline when the ball was lost, leaving Klopp's high defensive line dangerously exposed. And Trent, he found himself in the eye of the storm, playing on the same side as Liverpool's Achilles heel, the right central midfield spot, frequently filled by either Jordan Henderson or James Milner. Both of these players were experiencing noticeable downturn in form, both technically and physically. This left Trent to single-handedly cover extensive areas, facing an overload of opposition attacks. Take this example, watch how Trent ends up isolated battling against 3 Southampton players on the right flank. The same scenario unfolded in Liverpool's 2022-2023 Champions League clash against Real Madrid, where Benzema teamed up with Vinicius in the left channel, doubling the pressure on Trent. Now, this wasn't limited to just these 2 games, it was a constant situation that Trent had to deal with. So imagine facing this challenge week in, week out. It's not just a physical toll, it's a mental marathon. Yet, when we delve into Trent's individual defensive stats from last season, they tell a surprisingly positive story. He racked up 57 tackles with an impressive 70.18% success rate, alongside 43 interceptions, landing him 27th among all players in the league. There is also another misconception that Trent often commits mistakes. Last season, Trent made just 2 errors, leading to an opponent's shot, fewer than Arsenal defender William Saliba. The clincher, he made 239 ball recoveries, ranking 11th in the Premier League, and averaging 7.35 recoveries per 90 minutes. Achieving such figures is no small feat. It demands exceptional speed, solid physicality, and keen game reading ability, all of which are in Trent's arsenal. But what happens when Trent receives the support he needs? His performances skyrocket, as seen this season with Wataru Endo's inclusion and Dominic Szoboszlai taking up the RCM position. Now, it's pretty well known that Liverpool's resurgence this year is rooted in their summer midfield revamp. We've delved into this in a dedicated video, be sure to check it out for more insights. But in the case of Trent, this midfield enhancement has been a game changer for our star fullback. Take a look at this graph. Even though we're only halfway through the campaign, Trent is nearly matching his last campaign's numbers in defensive actions and duels won. He's already secured 18 tackles, outperforming Arsenal's Saliba, Manchester City's Guardiola, and United's Wan-Bissaka. Furthermore, Trent is currently the 13th ranked defender in the league for interceptions, totaling 22. And revisiting our point about recoveries, he's second only to Brentford's Christian Nogard with a staggering 131 recoveries. So this narrative painting Trent is a weak defender is simply unfounded. The next time you hear someone doubting Trent's defensive prowess, just direct them to this video for some eye-opening stats. Now you may be thinking, sure, but defending is a fullback's job. What elevates Trent to one of the world's best? Hang tight because we're about to dive into that. Yes, a fullback's primary role is defense, as they are a crucial part of the back line, but Trent's situation is unique, as his profile as a player, which led Klopp to take a page out of Guardiola's book. We're talking about the famous Trent Alexander-Arnold inversion. Trent's standout technical skills are what initially propelled him to success under Jurgen Klopp. Cast your mind back to the early days of his career, those dazzling runs down the flank, delivering almost unlockable crosses. It's an exceptional right foot and distinguishes him from other fullbacks. This is where Klopp's strategic brilliance comes into play. He aimed to maximize Trent's technical prowess, his expansive passing range, and sharp vision by getting more involved in the build-up and increasing his ball possession. And what's a more ingenious way to do this with a fullback than to have to invert into midfield? Exactly, Klopp reshaped Trent's role, allowing him him deeper forays into the field, same as what Guardiola did with Cancelo and how Zinchenko plays at Arsenal. We pinpoint this tactical evolution to the 2021-2022 season, particularly noticeable in Liverpool's 3-1 victory over Newcastle. In that game, Trent had the liberty to orchestrate plays from the central areas. This strategy became even more pronounced towards the end of the 2022-2023 campaign and is now fully on display this season. Look at the heat map and you'll see Trent's newfound liberty to roam into the midfield. With Konate as the right centre-back covering the wide right areas, Endo safeguarding the central zone, and Szoboszlai tackling runs with renewed vigour, Trent has more opportunities to control the ball, be in a deeper or more advanced positions. This tactical shift has been nothing short of revolutionary, transforming Trent into a central figure of threat for Liverpool across various areas of the pitch. When Trent drops between their centre-backs, he gains the time and space free from the constraints of the touchline to unleash precise long passes behind the defence. This tactic shone brightly against Arsenal in the league, where Trent flawlessly executed long ball, set up Salah for a crucial equaliser. His approach was equally effective in Liverpool's 3-0 triumph over Aston Villa earlier in the season. Trent tore apart Villa's high line, completing an impressive 10 out of 14 long passes, ending the game as a player with the most progressive passing distance, a whopping 783 yards. Using Trent as a catapult paid off again during Liverpool's recent 2-0 victory in the FA Cup against Arsenal. Notably, in the second half, Klopp shifted from a central build-up to exploiting Arsenal's flanks, positioning Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz on the wings. This tactic has been so recurrent that Trent now ranks third behind only Rodri and Declan Rice for the most passes into the final third with 136. But it's not even just the transition play where Trent's passing prowess shines. Even in settled build-ups, he stands out. Currently, he's 18th for the most completed passes, demonstrating his ability to dictate the pace and recycle possession. Having received the ball 1,008 times this season further underscores his crucial role in the build-up. And there's more. Trent's impact isn't limited to his passing, his ball-carrying abilities have flourished. The inversion tactic has unlocked something special in Trent, the skill to receive with his back to play, swiftly turn, and then drive forward into open space. In the league so far, he's made 30 progressive carries and driven the ball into final third 34 times, surpassing the likes of Marcus Rashford, Gabriel Martinelli, and even Heung-min Son. As evidence on the graph we shared earlier, Trent's game has shown significant improvement in this area compared to last season. This enhancement in his progressive passing and ball carrying has elevated Trent's threat level, particularly in chance creation. He ranks 4th in shot creating actions with 91, trailing only Bruno Fernandes, Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard, while boasting an impressive 5.1 expected assist. This underscores the exceptional quality of his final third passes, consistently setting up teammates for optimal scoring opportunities. Moreover, this tactical shift isn't just maximising Trent's potential, it's also pivotal in Klopp's revigoration of his cherished counter-pressing strategy. With Trent moving into central areas, a dynamic 4-man midfield emerges, featuring Jones and Szoboszlai engaging in the counter-press post-ball loss, while Trent and Endo from a robust second line of defence. This strategy is a key factor in Liverpool's ranking as the third highest team for tackles in the final third with 58. Trent's not just having a stellar individual season, he's profoundly influencing Liverpool's overall gameplay. Now, some might even argue that Trent isn't even the best player in the Liverpool squad, what with playing alongside the likes of Mo Salah. However, we argue that both are indispensable to Jurgen Klopp. Each contributes uniquely to the team's style. While Salah might be the club's shining star, Trent's brilliance is equally paramount. This was obvious during Liverpool's FA Cup win with Salah on international duty. Now with Trent sidelined for a reportedly long period, we're likely to see a noticeable dip in Liverpool's creativity, especially from those deeper central areas. We've made our case, now it's over to you. Have we convinced you that Trent isn't just a solid defender but a complete game changer? How do you think Liverpool will fare without him, especially with Mo Salah and Endo also out? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button for more insightful content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, peace.